Okay, so this is a little weird to try until I get a screen capture software. Quick tutorial on how to make compound nameplates. Some people saw mine, liked mine, they want to be able to do it as well, so this is basically what I do. Alright, so I measure out my piece of wood. I know it's 1 inch by unknown. It could be whatever length, doesn't matter. Width is what matters, width and height. So we want to know that the piece is 1 inch across the top, 1 inch across the face. So what we'll do is we will draw a rectangle. So you select the rectangle tool up here, draw a rectangle, it can be any color. I go with black. Select your select tool, the arrow, make sure your measurements are in inches. Come over here, we want height of 1 inch. Boom. Now we know that this is a 1 inch block. Again, length doesn't matter at this time. Now, what I do, which is a shortcut, I will duplicate this square, which is doing Control D, which you see nothing changed. But if I hold down the Control key and bring this down, you'll see another box has appeared. This is actually another box. I can change the color to fill to white. Now this is one way you can do it. I'll show you another way in a second. Now you can scale this out. Okay, there's your borders. So now you can take your text, whatever text you want. I don't know if this is going to be play nice or not. And say hello. And I can bring that down here. I can then stretch this out any way I want to do it. And now technically, well, this O doesn't work because it's not a capital letter. We gotta make sure that's a capital O. And we need to make sure this is a capital E. There we go. Okay. So now we know that says hello, as odd as it is. Now we know that one is good. So what I can do now is highlight all. And I can duplicate this. Bring it down. When I say duplicate, I mean hit Control D, which will make a copy of everything. And now I have 2 of these. So now I can go into my text tool, come in here, and I can say, I really got to learn to hit caps lock, Steve. And now I can take these, and if your piece of wood is square, then you don't need the void. If it's rounded over like a 2x4, then you want to add a little bit of a void here. Simple thing that I do is I actually cut these out individually. I'll cut out this square really quick. I'll take a pair of scissors, cut this in half, tape that down, centered out, and then I will take the other half and center it out versus doing what other people do where they will keep it as one solid piece and wrap it around. If that's the case that you want to do, you can actually move these up until they touch. And there you go. Now when you wrap that around the piece and tape it down, you'll end up with the same effect. Slightly less border, but if you're having a 90-degree square piece of wood, then you should be fine. Hopefully I explained that right. Simple gist, draw a rectangle with the rectangle tool, fill it with black. Come on, fill with black. Thank you. Okay. Now you have your rectangle. You can do, here's another way, if you don't want to do the hotkeys trick, you can come over here, draw another rectangle on the inside of this rectangle. See, now there's another rectangle. Fill that with white so you can see it. And now you can add your text. Or you can select both rectangles, the white one and the black one. Come up here to Path, go to Difference, select that, and now you just cut this section out. So now you have a border As you can see, I can move it around. I can put whatever I want inside of it. I can change the color. And it's just the border that's going to change. So you can use a light gray if you wanted. You can use whatever you want. Let's see, I can say no stroke. And there, now it's just a nice gray box. And you can size this to whatever you want. So if I have a name, like, let's see, oops. And I wanted to add, say, a heart or something to the sides. Stretch that down. Move that over. Let's see if I can do this. Import. Where is my woodworking? Here you are. I don't know where my hearts are. Huh. Anyways, if you wanted to put shapes, you would import your shape that you want to put in. And you put them on the sides. Then you can resize the length of this square rectangle to whatever you need. So if the hearts were bigger, you know, obviously it takes up a lot more space here, so you'd want to move this around. Okay, once you have that done, you can change the, oops, that's not the one I used. There we go, now it matches. Okay, so now you got your name. You can add a shape, so like if I wanted to add, say, circles to the sides. Oop. I can add circles to the sides. Stretch those up. Granted, these are not the greatest circles because I did not use hotkeys, but you know. There you go. And then you can take the name, stretch it across to where it's even. And in order to center this, you can hold down Shift, select the rectangle part, go to your Align. Make sure this is on selected area. Hopefully you can see what I'm pointing at. And then select center. It will adjust these two, just these two, together. And now they're centered. And that's it. You're ready to go. You can now take this, duplicate it, bring it down, go to your text tool, and change this name to, let's see, Edo. And it will be centered, and if it doesn't seem centered, you can select it again. Make sure that, let's see if I can turn the camera a little bit. This part says selection area, and then you can select here and here, and it will adjust. So like if I take this, I'll show you, and move it over here. Now I want this centered. You hold down Shift, you select the text, hold down Shift, select your rectangle, make sure this says selection area, selected area, and then hit center and center. That will bring it top to bottom and left to right center. So now you're good. Yeah. So that basically is that. And like I said, my way of doing things is I will print these as individual versus linked like this. I don't like them like that because this I have more control over positioning. I mean, you'll get more, I guess if you do it this way and you have the 90-degree turn, you can do it with no problem. But hopefully this helps. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.